So I helped plan an amazing event called Imagining Otherwise recently. The Centre of Equity and Inclusion used the book Experiments in Imagining Otherwise by Lola Olufemi to set the tone of imagining what society could be. What could secondary education be without racism? What could society be if we fully embraced Afrofuturism? What could adoption be without anti-blackness? What if we abolished adoption full stop? What could marginalised communities be if we used our spaces to create these futures? The speakers were different kinds of people from all over Sheffield, mainly academics, but some were also local community members and third sector actors already doing the work. Not only are they imagining otherwise, they embody otherwise. Otherwise is in their hands, their minds, their very sense of being. They emulated otherwise so much that the attendees left the event inspired. They felt empowered to be the change they want to see. And please, forgive me for using the most cliche motivational quote ever. And so was I. I mean, that's why I'm here in the university, right? That's why I chose to research racism, one of the most tumultuous topics ever in experiences of blood cancer care. One of the most sensitive topics ever, right? So why did I decide to effect that change through a PhD? How many of these speakers who are out here just actively chipping away at the massive iceberg that is systemic oppression have a doctor before their name? Why do I feel like I need a doctor title to start chipping away at it with them? This quote has spiritually resonated with me to the highest degree in like the past month or so. For the master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. They may allow us to temporarily beat him at his own game, but they will never enable us to bring about genuine change. Audre Lorde, 1979. Because what am I doing here? I feel like I had such amazing intentions with this PhD, but they're slowly disappearing with every day that it goes on. With every passing day, I feel so much more introspective about my project and my blackness. So much so that it's almost like I'm having out-of-body experiences when thinking about it. With every book and paper that I read, I distance myself further away from my body, analysing my navigation through the world as a black woman from like a third-party lens. At first, I thought this was amazing. Like, it equips me with theoretical frameworks that can name society's infinite forms of racism. But now I'm realising that these out-of-body experiences are making me feel distant from my reality. Like, rather than feeling emotions when I clock all the everyday racisms that I encounter, I analyse them. I speak academic jargon like unconscious bias, interest convergence, differential racialization.
Blah, 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 blah.
And I think about myself also ethnographically. I don't feel like me anymore. I don't feel real. My PhD experience feels like an endless paradox. I'm trying to do decolonization work in a heavy colonial institution through the lens of a colonial discipline. I am using the master's best tools to try and dismantle the master's biggest house. A mansion, if you will. So Audrey's speaking facts. Because my positionality as a researcher representing the institution is exploitative. I'm constantly asking myself, how does any of this even make sense? Why should my participants divulge their most sensitive, heartbreaking thoughts and feelings to me in this project? Because I'm a black woman helping to advance my community through health equity? Sure, we can go with that. But if we're being real, the chances that health equity will even happen in this generation are slim to none. That my participants will suddenly be seen as whole, worthy human beings in a system that was never designed to see them as anything but inferior. Let's be serious. So how will I change my participants' lives directly today? I won't. But I'll be prancing on stage with a doctorate certificate in my hand. I'll be celebrated for completing an amazing, shiny project that ripped the heart out of cancer patients and displayed it for the academic world to see. Okay, right, I'm being wildly pessimistic here, but in truth, I also do hope for that as well. Like, I hope that my project is one of many that will bring us closer to health equity. I hope that my project will change the world. And every single day I tell myself that it will, just to conceal my guilt of doing it this way, the exploitative way. But then again, is there a way that isn't exploitative? Honestly, I don't know that there is, and that really frustrates me, because even in our salvation, there is suffering.